All right, you guys, section 10.3 for Algebra 2. Definition of a circle is it's a collection of points that are all equidistant from one point, and that point being its center. Okay, so those are all supposed to be equidistant. This one's kind of a lame one, but you get the idea. And this is the pattern for a circle. That's the radius squared. So if you guys had x squared plus y squared is equal to 16, that's a circle of radius 4. So I can't explain why my penmanship was so gosh awful right there. So if you wrote it like this, 4 is the radius. Okay. Write the equation in standard form of the following radius. Okay, well the radius is 2, so x squared plus y squared is equal to 2 squared. You can leave it like that. You don't have to write 4. It's totally fine being that way. So x squared plus y squared is equal to 8 squared. X squared plus y squared equals the square root of 6 squared. I'd rather you don't leave it like that. I'd rather you take it one more step. This, I don't mind if you write 8 squared or 64, it doesn't matter. But this, yeah, you should clean that up a bit. So x squared plus y squared is the square root of 2 squared. So x squared plus y squared is equal to 2. Write the equation of a circle in standard form that goes to the following points. Okay, it goes to the point 0, 0, 1. Well, let me use red, maybe that'll stand out a little better. 0, 1. Well, if it's centered here at the origin, what's its radius? 1, so x squared plus y squared is equal to 1 squared, which is 1. Okay. Negative 5, 0. Well, if it's centered at 0, 0, what's its radius? 5. So x squared plus y squared is 5 squared. This one's going to be a little bit harder for sure. The center is still at 0, 0. Now, go to the point. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Negative 2, 4. We need to know what the radius is. We need to know that length. Well, you could build a triangle, a right triangle here, or you could build one going down there and over. Either way, this side is 2, that side is 4. You want the hypotenuse, and it's a right angle. So you just do the Pythagorean theorem with these two numbers. So negative 2 squared plus 4 squared, at double 4. Is your radius squared. Ay, caramba, they're noisy in the hall. Alright, and then you square root both sides. Now, because of what we're doing with it, writing the equation, I don't need to simplify this because so this would become x squared plus y squared is equal to 20. Okay, and you're done. This one, 5 negative 2, so 5 over, 2 down. Again, you're looking for that length. So this distance here is 2, this distance here is 5. So again, you're just going to do the Pythagorean theorem with those two numbers. 5 squared plus negative 2 squared equals your radius squared, or your hypotenuse, whichever way you want to call it. So 25 plus 4 is 25 plus 4 is r squared. So 29 is r squared. Now if you want, you don't have to bother square rooting, because look at the pattern. The pattern goes x squared plus y squared is r squared. You can just pull out the 29 and write it right there. X squared plus y squared is 29. Okay, the radius is the square root of 29, but the formula calls for r squared. Okay, graph the following circles. Well, they're all going to be centered at 0, 0. This one, r is 2. You just square root that number. So you know it's going to be going through these 4 points, and then do your best to draw a circle through those points. Okay, the radius is 5. So then draw your circle. Woo, that was not bad until I got over there. All right, then, about that. Okay, square root of 7. So you got to come up with what a decimal approximation for that. And square root of 7. So square root of 7 is about 2.65. So 2.7, somewhere in there. So you guesstimate where it is. And then draw your circle. Okay. Square root of 12 is about 3.5. So you guesstimate 3.5 on there. That's approximately the square root of 12. This is all the more accurate you guys need to be. And then draw your circle. Oh my goodness. Whoa, I missed. Okay. And then it would be your circle. So that's it. I think the next section is ellipses.